NEWS.MC on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Bringing you news on Monaco's economy, culture, sports and more. Welcome to NEWS.MC, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Coming up on NEWS.MC, discover past week's top stories and meet the people who makes Monaco.
My name is Aleco Keusseoglou. I am the chairman of the board of the SEPM, Société d'Exploitation des Ports de Monaco, and you're watching NEWS.MC on Monaco Info.
What's been making headline in the past week? During the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly, Prince Albert II of Monaco emphasized the critical importance of peace in addressing global challenges. He linked peace to human rights and highlighted the role of collective action in restoring global stability. Prince Albert also addressed the environmental crisis, warning of its impact on international tensions. He further underscored the unifying power of sport and Monaco's dedication to promoting peace and social development, signing a partnership with the International Olympic Committee to reinforce these values. Stéphane Valéry, president of Monte Carlo Société des Bains de Mer, announced record-breaking financial results with revenues exceeding €700 million for the first time, driven mainly by the hospitality sector. Looking ahead, SBM plans significant local and international expansions, including projects in Courchevel, new cruise ship casinos, and the launch of the Monte Carlo Club 1863 restaurant in Dubai. The company is also focusing on sustainability, implementing geothermal systems, and expanding its fleet of electric vehicles. Major developments in Monaco include renovations at the Hotel Hermitage and Monte Carlo Beach. The Minister of State, Didier Guillaume, presided over his first meeting of Monaco's Coordination and Monitoring Committee for its national strategy against money laundering, terrorist financing and corruption on September 20th. Key developments were discussed, including rapid legislative reforms, the creation of new authorities like Monaco's Financial Supervisory Authority, and increased money laundering investigations. These efforts highlight Monaco's commitment to protecting its financial system's integrity, in line with HSH Prince Albert's directives. The committee also approved the mandate of the new permanent secretariat, tasked with coordinating the national strategy and ensuring ongoing progress. The exhibition Des Ateliers aux Ateliers at the Salle d'Exposition at Quai Antoine Ier offers a unique journey through the lens of photographer Michel Simard, showcasing the studios of 20th century artists and blending modern and contemporary art with interactive workshops and performances. The Principality marked World Clean-Up Day with a successful community effort as over 100 volunteers gathered in the Condamine district on Saturday, September 21st to participate in the global event. Led by municipal council members Marjorie Crovetto, Chloé Boscali-Leclerc and Georges Gambarini, the group collected over 18 kilos of waste, including cigarette butts, packaging, and electronic cigarette refills. Simultaneously, Monaco's twin city Ostend joined the initiative by cleaning a beach in Belgium. Additionally, other council members took part in a symbolic march through neighbouring Italian municipalities, further contributing to the waste collection efforts. AS Monaco made a historic return to the Champions League with a 2-1 victory over FC Barcelona at Stade Louis II. Capitalising on an early red card for Barcelona's Eric Garcia, Monaco took the lead through Magnès Akliouche in the 16th minute. Although Barcelona equalised shortly after, Monaco's persistence paid off in the second half when George Ilenichena scored the decisive goal in the 71st minute. Despite late pressure from Barcelona, Monaco's defence held firm, securing a well-deserved win in their group stage opener. The Monegasques will look to maintain their momentum as they prepare to face off against Dinamo Zagreb on Wednesday, October 2nd. Charles Leclerc delivered a determined performance during the Singapore Grand Prix, displaying impressive pace in the closing stages. After a late pit stop, the Monegasque driver made a strong charge, easily overtaking Lewis Hamilton. However, despite his best efforts, he couldn't get past George Russell before the race concluded, ultimately securing a fifth-place finish. Formula One action will resume on Sunday, October 20th. Next up, Our exclusive interview with the personalities driving the Principality.
My name is Aleco Keusseoglou. I arrived in Monaco in 1972 from Italy. I was 12 years old. I've been living in Monaco since 1972. I've been going away for studies. I studied in the States, then lived 10 years in New York, 10 years in Athens, and then came back here in Monaco in 2000. I had the privilege and the honor of being asked by Prince Rainier to become the president of the Société d'Exploitation des Ports de Monaco, SEPM, in 2004. In 2001, Prince Rainier asked me to become a government-appointed board member at the SBM. And I created my own asset management company in 2006. I also am a fanatic water skier, privilege and the honor of becoming Monegasque in 2008. So in 2008, I created the Monaco Water Ski Federation. Since then, we've been trying to cope with all these elements in my life in Monaco. For the bigger yachts over 35 meters, we have about 45 berths between Monaco and Fontvieille for yachts over 35 meters. On these 45 berths, we juggle every year 160 to 180 yachts. And 95% of these yachts are owned by residents. I'm not talking about yachts that are coming from the outside to come for 2-3 days in Monaco. So it's a very, very difficult task. We have to try to accommodate everybody, so we cannot give annual contracts to the bigger boats. We only give monthly contracts, and we try to rotate them as much as we can. This is the main reason why we bought the port of Ventimiglia in Italy, because although it's a smaller port, it has another 40 berths for yachts over 35 meters. So it almost doubles our capacity in that range, which is very important for us. We bought the company that had started building the port and that owned the concession. The very interesting fact was that the concession was 80 years long, which is extremely long for any European standards. To give you an example, in France, typically the concessions are 35 years, no more. So 80 years was extremely interesting. We bought when the port barely had started being built, so we were able to modify it to exactly what we need. And now it's, after 2-3 years, it's becoming a great success, so we're very, very happy. Our main focus now is to win the tender for the port of Cap d'Aille, which is going to be done. The guidelines will come out second semester of 2025, and the decision will be taken in 2026 after the new elections. And Cap d'Aille is strategically important for Monaco, so we're really putting all our resources behind to try to come up with the best possible project. Once we will know what the guidelines are, we really want to do the maximum effort to be able to win. The two key moments of the life of the port are the Grand Prix and the yacht show, obviously. Very, very important events for Monaco, and we have to empty the port for the Grand Prix and for the yacht show. There's about 120, 150 boats that come out and 120, 150 that come in. So it's a big event. Let's talk first about the Monaco Yacht Show. It's a show that has expanded tremendously, developed tremendously. So there are many more boats attending the show, but also the boats have become bigger and bigger and larger and larger. And unfortunately, our boundaries in the ports are limited, so we have very limited space. So it's a big challenge to be able to accommodate the wishes of the organizer and at the same time being able to have all the security measures in place so that nothing can happen. I think the future is to go and export our know-how and export what the ports of Monaco can do. We already did it in Greece. There is a big complex southeast of Athens called the Astir Palace Peninsula. We have a contract with them where we help them design the plans for the new marina and also write all the procedures on how to run the marina. And we go there twice a year to audit them and make sure that the procedures are followed. They are going to construct a yacht club there, which will be under the high patronage of the Yacht Club of Monaco. So it will be a mini copy of the Yacht Club of Monaco.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching NEWS.MC, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover the full interview and more stories on our websites, NEWS.MC and MonacoInfo.com. Next week we will receive Flavio Briatore, Executive Advisor at Alpine F1 Team. This show is intended to provide a summary of the past week's top stories for the English-speaking audience in Monaco. For daily and real-time news updates, please visit MonacoInfo.com in French or NEWS.MC in English. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.